following Trick Daddy started that fight in the club.
Oh shit.
It was so crazy. It was a jit from Gonzalez Court. Was
Oh.
swinging a belt, but he danced. He wasn't like, and the belt slipped out of his hand and hit Trick on stage. And like Trick just started selling out to the dude, and people laughing. He on mic climbing, calling dude all kind out his name. Then that was like that second song. He just kept going. And after about 2 more songs, like, anybody rock that man? All y'all, this and that and other. He just called him out the name, kept going. Then the last song, like, if y'all know that dude, somebody needs to slap him in his face. So by that time, we're at the point now you keep beating the dude up. All right, he ain't try to do it. So the dude went to the edge of the step and tricked that security out there, and Jit just looked around and turned around and just swung on Trick. And he's on Trick. All Trick security guards jumped out there. Now all security out there. Everybody who didn't care for each other fought that night. I don't care. Everybody you been waiting to fight, man, it started by, this was probably by 2:15. It was 3:40 before the police got everybody untangled and then tricked them, drove their bus off. They beat the truck bus up with rocks. They tried chasing the bus. It was so crazy, man. And nobody pulled a gun, but everybody fought. And it was just crazy. It was crazy, man. It was just so, I ain't never, and Trick ain't been since.
Exactly. And he saw like I kept coming up every week regardless of whatever I had going on.
Yeah.
Just to show him, you know what I'm saying? I see the potential in this. And that was before I even knew what he had going on before me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was just on some Breakfast Club, Joe Rogan. I just seen the resource. I'm like, I'd be damned if I let this go to waste. And he appreciated that enough.
Yeah. Because he had a whole radio station together. He just kind of it was just, once he opened that restaurant, it took him away from a lot of that.
Yeah. That's when he really, really entrusted in me and whatever. But I said at that time, this was already popping. It was on its trajectory, but yeah, it was the consistency that made him say,
That's it.
Yeah, nah, this all belong to you now. Check the places here. The time is now. You are tuned into the lunch table. Got your boy Savo in the building. Special guest after special guest, bro. And I say I reached milestone after milestone, new plateaus and new levels, dog. I got one of the goats in the building. If you don't mind introducing yourself, if you don't already see who next to me right now.
Bill Marshall from, I don't know where, Pensacola, east side, west side, the whole city, I guess.
At this point, we're going to start at the very, very top, man. Of course, we don't need to dive into your name. It's your government. Of course, we know William Marshall. But we got Bill Marshall in the building, man.
Way to sneak that in.
Let's go ahead and start from the top, man. Let's dive into your background, bro. Your stomping grounds coming up for the people that don't already know you.
We was raised on the east side, man. Just 12th Avenue, 6th Avenue, any avenues. And we just came up just hustling, trying to do right, playing ball. That's what really got a lot of more popularity playing ball than anything. And running, because Roy and them, all us on the same blocks, me and Roy and them, Derrick Brooks, a whole lot of people. So once, they started doing their thing in sports, it started just making the neighborhood bigger.
And we definitely getting into all that. And I seen a couple of highlights and everything, and you know what I'm saying? You getting your Spider Mitchell on, you know what I'm saying? So that wasn't AI?
Oh, I was a beast on that court now, for real. I was a beast now. I ain't bad now, but I was a beast then, though.
Nah, I gotta give you your respect. Like I give my uncle, you know what I'm saying, a hard time because they share they war stories and shit. And I be like, man, I wasn't there to see shit.
Hey man, if we'd had social media back then, man, we'd still be getting paid off them highlights.
Man, and like I said, I seen a couple of snippets to where I can agree.
Oh yeah.
But you already unlocked it, so we're gonna start there as far as your hoop dreams. You know what I'm saying? If you can reach into that time machine, or you can get some shout outs or some references to your teams that you played with, dreams that you had with the round ball.
We really coming to high school, man. We really me and Roy started playing like early, so we really thought we was gonna be the 1 and 2 backcourt at Washington, and it just didn't happen because honestly, just the coach just didn't like Roy. The coach done passed away now, but he didn't care for Roy. And it's like, you hungry, Roy, so neither one of y'all gonna make the team.
And
it just,
was it anything in particular?
I don't know. He just didn't like, he felt like Roy should be boxing and he shouldn't be playing ball. So he didn't want to play ball. Roy got hurt one day playing ball. And at that, he said, you know what, you don't need to be out here. And he got rid of me and Roy. Because he figured if he got rid of me, Roy was going to quit anyway. And it's probably vice versa. If he got rid of Roy, I was going to quit. So that turned into us start doing celebrity basketball games. After that, it started turning stop the violence games. We started just doing league play, just started packing out different gyms playing ball.
What year was this?
90 something. Might be 99, but it was so crazy.
So this is already when he was champ.
Yeah, he was coming up champ. But what happened is they want us to play ball so bad at PJC. We played in the mirrors. They gave us free scholarships, like made up some scholarship. So we went back to school
just to get y'all on the team.
Just get us on the team. I think we went to junior college like 5 years. We went to 2-year college 5 years, and they paid for all that. But what we didn't know is like when we played intramural championship, all the JUCO teams go to Tallahassee and play, and the winning team get like $50,000 to the school. They didn't get us; they get school, but
for intramural though.
Yeah, so we just went. And played. So it was crazy, and it's probably I guess it's past the statute. Now we just go to class and they just sign our name on paper.
Damn.
We were so slow till we had free scholarships and we went a semester, and I think that was when Roy lost his first fight. He got disqualified when the guy failed to hit him. And we was going to school the whole semester. After he got disqualified, we ain't go to school no more.
Damn.
And he always say if he lose, he want to lose on his feet. And that was his first loss. So we ain't go back to school no more. Damn. Yeah, free scholarship. We was just tripping. Yeah, but.
Well, I had a whole segment. Let's go ahead and crack that wide open, bro, because you done brought him up a couple times, bro.
They do it.
Let's talk about the first time you actually meeting Roy Jones. What was it like growing up, and what does he mean to you today?
Well, when I first met him, we was in like, 3rd grade, 4th grade, because we from the same neighborhood. Yeah, he grew up like 2 blocks from us, so we always go to the park and play ball. So we've been like a real friendship. It wasn't till he got in like the 8th grade, he actually even had one of his first fights. Dude just bullying somebody, and he tried to bully Roy, and Roy knocked him down, only knocked him out. But that was the beginning of it. After that, he just once we got to high school, he just he was more disciplined than us. Like he'd go run. He was so disciplined. He'd like, man, I won't eat. When he had to try to make weight, he'd be like, I want a soda. He'd go run like 3 or 4 miles just get a drink of soda. He was on some different stuff than we was on though.
What was it like seeing him evolve into one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT, in most people's subjective opinion?
It really wasn't too different because it happened so slow. Like we was together every day, and it gradually just happened to. Sometimes we'll go out of town. When we leave hit time, we go out of town. People be acting crazy, and we'll laugh at it, and they'll be like, people be going crazy. I'm like, man, they know you had 3 turnovers yesterday. We joke like that, But he don't. I think the thing that carried us so much is everybody else around us either drunk, smoke, or doing something that wasn't legal, and we just kind of kept each other here. We didn't plan. I said, we're not gonna drink, we're not gonna smoke, we're gonna be this and that, but it just turned out that way. So he'll call me when he know where I know Bill ain't gonna be nowhere drunk, or he ain't gonna be nowhere high, because everybody around us got in trouble, but they always was drunk or high. So it made us, just say, you know what, we gonna wait till we make some. We wait till we get to a point where we have our own business, something where if we want to smoke, we ain't got to worry about no drug tests. We ain't got to worry about nothing. We the boss, so we do what we want to do. So that was that we talked about that so much that we decided to do.
I mess with that, man. I mess with that. But that's such a blessing to have a friend, brother, cousin, anyone in your proximity that can keep you, for one, humble, grounded. Like you said, when you're around a crazy crowd, y'all make jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you remember who you really is, type shit. But it's like that same friend can keep you on the right path too.
Right.
He ain't hating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's a blessing, and that's rare than what most people realize. What's your favorite Roy fight?
The favorite one was I can't remember this guy's name. He was in New York. I wish I remember that. Only reason that was my favorite because Jay-Z came to the room and told Roy, listen, if you beat him, I can't remember that guy's name. I know he's light skinned with red hair. So black is a brother though. His sister played college basketball, and she played against PJC. That's how we met her. I'm gonna get the name for you because I hate not remembering. But
somebody gonna comment.
Jay-Z came and told him, man, if you beat him, and unify the belts, I come to Pensacola, you a free show. and Rudd beat him and didn't want to make the call.
You didn't want to make the call.
He's like, man, I don't want to feel like I'm owing nobody. If I do that, I feel like I'm owing a favor. I'm like, nah, that wasn't the bet. The bet was you won. But
He owe you.
hey, man, it's so many stories, man. We done had with.
We gonna dive into it
Hey,
too.
Rudd don't understand, like, he don't realize how strong he is. I mean, we've been sitting around and, like, 50 Cent was like, hey, let me get your number. And somebody be standing there, got a system, like, hey, put his number on your phone. And I had to explain to him, dog, boss want the boss phone. He don't want, you can't get him your assistant number. Like, he be like, well, he call, he don't call. He just don't really understand. He don't understand his stardom. He don't see it. Like right now, Rudd got outside, he got a Phantom. He got Maybachs with chickens running all around him in the yard. I swear to God, it's chickens on him. His championship belts is like sitting on the corners, on the floor somewhere. He don't care about none of that.
I took like a little field trip when I was little to his ranch, or whatever. But man, that's crazy though. But it's like in all aspects, when it comes to a prize fighter, bro, everybody's there. From even the president at these fights. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to UFC, so when you at the top of the world in the fight game, you like the biggest guy in the world.
And he just don't. He never saw it. He never cared about it. We be late to weigh-ins because we like, man, let's go. We in Vegas. Let's go to UNLV shoot ball, man. I like, man, John. We got 20 minutes away. Like, what they gonna do? Fight without me? He'll start laughing. He's like, man, that dude there. He just has no. He don't care about no time. He just like having fun. He just like living. He don't really care. When we used to go up to Nike, we had to deal with Nike. We go up to Nike like we go up there. I'm gonna get probably about 15 pair of Jordans. Jones go get slides. I'm like, Joe, they got slides at home. He like, they got Jordans too. All right, and we here. That man, that dude there. He's something else, man. He different.
No, and that's hearing that. It's humbling, but it's admirable at the same time because it's like the level that you got to be to where all this shit don't even mean that.
It don't, man, because you see most interviews, Jones gonna have on some white socks and some slides. He never, like, we both like that though. I don't wear shoes. You know, I wouldn't have wore shoes today, but I thought you might get my feet. So we hate shoes, man. So I understand though.
Nah, definitely when we get the production right and I get these angles, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my shoes, you know what I'm saying, Sean, cause hey, it's money on my feet. But staying in the time machine, you know what I'm saying? High school days, man. You know what I'm saying? I talked to a couple of people to get this and that, man. Give me the name of your breakdancing group that you was in, bro.
You went way back.
Yeah, man. I need
Rock City Rockers, boy. Oh! You could tell us never, boy. Rock City Rockers. Man, we won by 9 talent shows now, so we wasn't tripping now.
Oh, man. Who was the members? You remember the members?
John.
Okay.
John Thomas, Joey Fields, Anthony Fields. It was a lot. It was about 11 of us. I don't even remember. Had a couple guys from New York. Man, you can tell us now, man. We used to walk from the east side all the way to Bayview Park just to spin on our damn head. It was crazy. It's crazy because the girls just be like they'll tell somebody, like, I don't talk that little boy be spinning on their head. They be like, man, that ain't. Oh, it's just crazy. Those were fun times though, man, for real. Couldn't tell us nothing, boy. We got ordered some jacks from New York. Mm-hmm. Man, you couldn't tell us nothing.
Dang.
We thought we was it.
Craziest talent show story.
Talent show?
Yeah. With the Rock City Rockers.
I think we had one at Washington High School that we won. That was the biggest talent show we won. Mm-hmm. But what's so crazy is they told us before that it was us and another group tied. Like we was doing, everybody was going back for. Only reason we won because we played music with cussing, and they told us not to. So it was just a big thing. Like I think we got suspended. Might have. They don't play no cussing, man. We got all that cussing up there. It was just crazy. We just did stuff just to be doing it. We didn't really care about winning.
You ask more?
No, that's it.
Through my research, I also discovered that you played in band.
Yeah, we just got in band for the girls.
Word?
Yeah, it's just the girls. Like we did everything for girls, man. We rode buses for the girls just to see what girl got on the bus. We did all kind of weird stuff, but we got in band really just because a lot of girls in band.
Now.
Huh?
So we got Instagram now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, we got it, but back then it wasn't. And we ain't, no, don't get it twisted. Now we ain't with the band and the tambourines and the, all the other weird stuff going on.
What instrument you played?
The trumpet.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't have an idea what I was doing, but It was a lot of girls in band. Man, we used to rebel like we wouldn't. Man, that band director hated us. We wouldn't wear band shoes. We wore Air Force Ones, but it was too many of us. He couldn't kick us all out. He get on the field after the show. If we don't do right, he'd be like, Mr. Tipton, that was his name. He'd get right. Hey, we going back on the field after the game. I'm like, man, you tripping. We'll go get on the bus. Couple of band dudes. I want to call the dude name so bad, man.
I mean, shit.
One dude, he'll start crying like, y'all running the band. I be like, his name Tyree. I'm going to call his name, man. Hey, Tyree start crying like, man, y'all running the band. And he a brother. Like, man, you don't go on there. Oh, you're ruining everything. We like, all this. We ain't do nothing. We ain't nothing right. We ain't nothing we supposed to do. That's crazy.
Damn. I just want to hear more about the band, but I got so much more. I got so much more, but I want to hear more.
We got so many band stories. Band is
Man,
like that.
My Uncle Phone gonna be hot. Cause I'm gonna be like, band, Rock City Rock.
Yeah,
bro.
John.
all that. I think I got so many uncles that you probably know, but this ain't that. Back on you. So transitioning from that, you becoming a man, and I hear that you developed a love and an obsession for cars, correct?
Oh yeah.
Cars and rims.
Oh yeah. I probably
time in life.
Man, I probably had. I know every car I got. My whole thing was, I want a car that everybody can get. Like I ain't want to get like no Benz. I want something everybody can get, like a Chrysler or something, but then do stuff different to it. And everything we did was like over the top. Like the sound system gonna be crazy. It'd be shaking the whole school. Like we just tried to do something that was different. But I didn't want to get the car that people couldn't afford. I wanted to get the ones that everybody can get, but do something they didn't think about doing to it. So it's like once I got old enough to drive, man, we them cars was always us. Me and Ronnie was getting Chameleon. Well, we was getting flip. Nobody was even doing Kansas then, cause we had I had the first pair of Latrice Spreewell, and nobody had them. We didn't even know what they was. We just ordered because everybody was talking about them. They were like 11 grand. We was stupid as hell. And they wasn't even chrome. They just
spent
aluminum. That's it. They spent, but they was so okay. Police pulling us over, like y'all distracting people, all kind of stuff.
I'm young enough and I'm old enough to remember, you know what I'm saying, when them Spreewells dropped. And that, of course, I'm a baby, but that was one of the coolest things in the world.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then they made a lot of fake ones out there, but the first ones, I got a pair, and then Ruh got a pair, then put on his car.
What's your favorite car that you've ever owned?
Probably I don't know, I had so many. I think it was probably my Expedition jacket. It was on what's the show with the dude Fix My Cars up MTV. Yeah, it was on Pimp My Ride. That's the only reason. And it was on there because they came to do a store in Ruh, and all his cars they took them clean. And he ain't had nothing. Like, just put yours on there. So that car they had on the show, that truck with all that stuff on it, it was my truck.
So they don't give them cars away to people. Those cars actually already belong to people. They just use it on the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Okay, no. What season? Which episode was?
I have no idea. No, they came and they fixed it up.
Fucked up my childhood.
See the first when they first started doing Pimp My Ride, it went with X.
Yeah.
The first one they started doing, they would just come. They married the cars already done. They didn't redo. When X came on it, I can't remember the first host was. When X came on it, they started redoing cars. But this one, they just come to show the cars you already got. So I don't know what season, but I might find it. It shouldn't be hard.
That's crazy. You.
But I'm sure if you pull up Ruh Jones, it'll come up.
Threw a whole rock in my childhood.
Yeah. So,
right
but
down.
I see a lot of them cars they fix up though. I heard they just be that they just don't. Some be wrong with them. I think you had to get a title on some ridiculous stuff. But they never told us none of that stuff though.
Speaking on I thought I was gonna be in that light, but I ended that quick. My first car was a Crown Vic Dunk on 22s, but it was a lemon. It was a lemon.
Yeah.
I just bought it cash off my homeboy just because it looked nice, but it wasn't even running. I had to spend a couple more thousand just to get it back running, and then I raced it and put it back down.
Yeah.
But just speaking on the city, being that you've been in the city for so long, and you've seen evolutions, you've seen cycles, you've seen phases. Can you give some insight or some points on some changes, some things that have changed in the city, or even recycled?
I think the city's come to a point, like even with let's say take the music scene for instance.
Mhm.
I think the music started with the neighborhoods, cause like when this music first started, Warrenton had a tough group, but they also had cars and they had money. Wedgeville had another group. Lincoln Park had a group. The East Side had a group. The West Side. It's like when people start making money, everybody had their other money. They didn't really look at each other as like a threat. Like I'm jealous of you. They were like, we just gonna outdo you. So at that point, then we created the Warren Celebrities. Then you created Platinum House. Then created the Avenue Boys on the East Side. And I forgot the one they had on Lincoln Park or Wedgwood. But either way, every neighborhood had people who had money and cars.
Was it Uptown back then, or was that?
It was it was yeah, it was uptown. It's always kind of been uptown, So they had money and nobody had a reason to be jealous, just so it wasn't a lot of killing. It wasn't a lot of shooting. It was like people partied and it's like everybody respect. Like the West Side come ride through everybody just be like, that's them. They go in their corner, post up. Nowadays people just move different. Like it's so much. I think the money. When the money disappeared, it started making people do things that they normally wouldn't do, like robbing and acting a fool. But then everybody had their own. So it was just a peaceful city. Every holiday, man, we fled it. We never left the city on holidays. Now everybody be getting away because, it's nothing to do in their eyes.
Like you just said, though, like definitely it's hate that comes with being in poverty.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, even the people that got money now, like, they still hate each other. Like,
Yeah.
Where did that come from, or when did you see that shift?
I think the people that got money don't have enough to where it ain't worth the hate. The ones that still hate with money just getting it, and they ain't used to having it. Cause once you get comfortable having money, nothing is worth taking you off the street or taking you off. Make you. When you have money, you see somebody with money, it's people look at it like, you know what, that's motivation. But if you don't got no money and somebody got money, you think about how can I get their money. So as long as you keep on thinking I could take, and some of us black people have mentalities, is as long as you doing good, I can't do good. You know what I'm saying? You in my way, or you taking away what I deserve.
Or I don't want to cut you off at all, but piggybacking off of that same mindset, but just add on to it, or the mindset that we only have but this one lane, or but a couple lanes. I got my lane, you got your lane, we got so many lanes, dog.
Yeah, and that be the problem. That's the problem that people don't see it, because like when me and my homeboys, when we start seeing all of us have that hustle mentality, we start seeing the dope boys making all this money. And we start thinking, we can't sell dope. We don't even know enough about it to sell it. So we start saying, well, this how we sound. Think honestly, it sound like some nerd type stuff. Like, okay, how they making dope? Man, they making dope with pages and phone. You know what? We gonna open a phone company. They gonna have to come see us to keep their business going. So we opened a phone company, and then we got, they kicked us off the radio and everything. Man, we had people come to see us because our whole slogan was stop paying your phone bill and come through us. Like if you have Verizon or whatever, you come to us and we'll jailbreak their phone and put you on our plan. We jailbreak the phone. So we had so much stuff coming there, but we start a hustler. If you have a hustle mentality, and if you just really don't be on no BS, man, you gonna figure out a way to make some money without having to take from nobody else. And that's how everything we did with phones. Then once the phone started drying out, we're like, well, listen, what else gonna go on? People want to do shows, so I started doing shows. Then I started saying, well, I ain't got to bring a big artist, but there's so many people here, I just charge them to perform. So we started doing it. It's just always a hustle, man.
Great segue. Definitely into just entrepreneurship all around. Like we call it just being a hustler. But if you can give some advice or gang to young bosses, young entrepreneurs that have the vision, but don't necessarily have all the tools or the direction.
I think the biggest problem some of the young boys have is they wait to the perfect timing, and they moving off emotion. If you take your emotions out your vision, it's gonna be so much simpler.
Damn, dog, you talking to me?
I'm telling you, I know guys got the perfect vision, and this guy could be the perfect partner to get them there. But this guy used to date his ex-girlfriend or some nonsense, so he won't partner up him. But if y'all gonna get past all that and partner up, y'all both be millionaires. It's just you got to take your emotions out of it, man. That's the biggest thing. You almost have to be cold hearted, you know.
In your opinion, how important is a team?
It's very important. No matter how much you want to do it yourself, and I done tried to do it myself, man. You be stressed out. You gonna be your blood pressure gonna be high. You just got to stop. This is what people got to stop doing. Stop expecting their team to be perfect. I got 89 people on my team. One of them might read great, but he can't add. You know, one might be good at organizing stuff, but he gonna be late. You know, so you just got to pick their strong points, and hopefully everybody's strong points will cover up each other's weaknesses. It'll make your team strong. And you look up, everybody talking about your team. You know, one thing about Pensacola, once you get to a certain point, they stop trying to hate on you. They figure you too far gone. And once you get to that point where they can't hurt you no more, they want to be your friend.
God.
And people be calling it coat ride or D ride and all that stuff. It ain't that. Just the fact that sometimes you be amazed at a person who have the same 24 hours you got, take so much advantage of it, you know. Because when I had my first nightclub, the Foxtrot, I was 98, I had a partner named Q. And this the most disciplined dude. I had never seen nobody like this. Like, this dude had, discipline where we'll be out to 5 o'clock and 5:30 he'll be at the gym.
Yeah.
Like, he just was so disciplined, and it's just crazy. Once you get somebody with the discipline that you can feed off of, it's cool. Now, the biggest thing is, don't be the strongest one on your team. It's the worst idea ever. But some people want to be in control, want to be in charge, and want to tell everybody what to do. That's a horrible idea, the concept to go out there, because nobody's going to challenge you. And when your ideas fail, you done. You ain't got nobody to depend on.
I like being a point guard.
Yeah. And I definitely like point guard, quarterback. That's kind of what I do. I like kind of directing stuff because I know I'm not going to move off my emotion. And I'm going to make the better decision for the team, not just me.
So, and it's like when it comes to this, like, yeah, I feel like I could be so much farther with this if I had some sort of real team. I've been through so many people. I think throughout these 8 years, I've been through about 50 people. But it's like the hustle and the consistency and the mindset to want to work towards something, and bro, it's like that's rare to come by now.
I think the biggest problem is the people who are qualified got full-time jobs. So you're getting the after hour where they got to make sure the kids straight, they got to make sure dinner cooked, they got to make sure the household straight. Yeah. Then you get the last couple of hours to put in your vision before they got to get ready for work next day.
Yeah.
So until you get the budget to be afford to pay the people who you really deserve, it is. So until you do that, find the people who, you have somebody work graveyard, they can be in the daytime with you. Find somebody work afternoon shift, they can work at night. You got to puzzle it together, man, until you get it. But like me, I miss a lot of ideas because I be wanting to wait to the perfect time, the perfect people, the perfect situation. Go and throw it out there. And the way the black community is, you gonna get 15 complaints to tell you what direction you should go with. And some of them make sense, and some of them just be people hating. But listen to all of them. Yeah. I take all the criticism, and I don't turn nobody away. I said that my homeboy now, like, man, you waste time listening to folk. I said I also waste time learning. So you need to try it,
And that's never a terrible thing to waste now, you know what I'm saying?
Some people come and tell you, this dude just told the other day, was like, talking about such, he was just like, he was just round. My homeboy said, man, what waste time do? But dude was talking, and at the end of the day, conversation was like, yeah, man, it was something about, I don't know, it was something like, I can't remember what the answer was. I be just freestyle if I make something, but it was something had to do with the business, and it was a part, it was a theme, it was something. And when he said it made sense. It's like something I've been trying to do. I can't remember. It was just crazy. But I listen to everybody, you waste a lot of time, but it's just that one time that you didn't waste might be the answer to a big problem you had. So I don't mind wasting a little time.
Yeah. But going back to what you said just a minute ago, like I said, I've been on the let's give this person a chance just to see what they can contribute to the team. But bro, it's so many people that like, unbeknownst to me, came within my radius, my proximity, be trying to sabotage me. I didn't have people. This is the majority of the people. Being how effortless this looks and how good this looks, they want to just come aboard to shine. They don't understand the work that goes behind this. They just want to look good on camera. I'm like, nah, I need you to actually work if you're gonna be here. consistently.
I think they don't understand too. Some more people stuck in the Facebook mode where they figure I gotta be messy and start arguments and put people against people to be successful.
Oh God.
And most podcasts, some of them they have to create that buzz. I know a lot of people now be like, I don't start a podcast just because they get a lot of views on Facebook and they always miss. It's always something else going.
I never respond to them.
Yeah, and it's always they want to come here to talk about somebody because they want somebody to be offended. And the way you're doing it, it's a slower grind, but when you get there, you there. You ain't got to worry about them bring you back down. So I always feel like the positive way. Like I always feel like I really you feel like you got over me, then me feel like then you say, man, Bill got over me. He did this, that, and that. So I'd rather stay the one that got over on because I know how far to take my hurt.
I'm scared of either one.
You know, but you sometimes they gonna make you take a choice. Because I always thought if a person get over you and do you wrong, they done. But if you get them, they gonna keep trying to get you back. Yeah. But let you go and win, now I'm done. I gotta deal with you no more. It's over. But if I get over on you, I don't know how far you'll take it. You might say, okay, I just want my money back. I just want the thought back. I want to shoot at them. You just never know how far they'll take it. Because some people, you'll never win with a person that ain't got nothing to lose. You'll never win with them because you're going to hesitate before you do anything. Even before you pull that trigger, you're going to think about parents, mama, babies, all that stuff. They ain't thinking about nothing, so you always going to lose.
Yeah, that's scripture for sure. You'll never win with someone that ain't got nothing to lose. Is there a time, or can you give a point in time where you ever had to come back from a loss or turn an L into a legacy?
Yeah, we done took plenty of loss. Like even with the last nightclub, when we closed the Edge down, we took a loss. I mean, I put so much money in remodeling, getting ready to have a grand opening. The fire marshal show up and like, hey, you ain't got no spring system, you got to close. And it was just crazy. It was like I just put me probably maybe like 80, 90 grand in remodeling the building and everything. And the day we had the grand opening, I thought we had Kevin Gates. And they showed up, say, hey, you can't do that show tomorrow. I'm like, I'm doing the show. Y'all just gonna take everybody to jail or him. And we'll let you open up the weekend, but Monday you gotta be closed. And so it was a big loss. And I had to put all my eggs in the basket. Like it was crazy. So I actually went to work. When I got me a job at the hospital transporting patients, and did that for about a year. And 7 months up, I'm like, man, I'm finna go back open this business back up, you know. So I went back and opened it up, but I started doing parties moving around and just kept building my money up, and then came on back.
Great segue. We finna talk about the history of the 850. Well, really, you can tie in, you know what I'm saying, just your different clubs that you had around the city, but that building in particular, you know what I'm saying, because it's been named different things, you know what I'm saying. Of course, as far as my age, I remember Star 69 and Club Dimensions. I was a kid, but I remember that name and that buzz, man. Can you know what I'm saying, give us some history?
Well, we started out with the Fox Truck was on Highway 98. Actually, if you know where that Arby's is, that's the exact place the club was on 98. And so back then it was a 2-lane highway. They turned into a 4-lane highway and took all our parking space. So we didn't have no parking in front. So Roy had brought the building over off Delano probably about 3 years ago. It just been sitting there. So I said, man, let me rent that building from you. Like, that's up to you. You have. So I moved it over there. But then once we was working on it, we couldn't think of no name. I'm like, we should want to have a nice building. People keep coming back. So I'm like, call it Star 69. Because everybody then, the people was doing the little callback thing. So we called it Star 69. And then we had a good run, man. I think that first year we might have did like 43 shows. That was crazy. Concerts. We was known for so many concerts to on Friday night when the concert ended, we'll sell at least 75 tickets for the next Friday. We ain't had no artists. It was just crazy. And we was doing, but back then it was different. The artists didn't have social media, so the artists would get in the car and make trips. Like, I think the first one we did was like them boys from Texas. We did like Mike Jones and somebody else. And when they got back, they was like, oh, my homeboys and them flipping them, they come through here next week. So it just started being word of mouth, so we was just getting everybody that we did, because I always make sure when they came, I make sure they had everything they want, you know, this, that, and the other, whether it's food, liquor, whatever they want, they was good. I always put them in the better hotels. Like, I ain't taking them out, you know, the little rundown. I might put them on the beach. So they always feel like I cared about them. So they always, so when they do it, they'll go tell the next manager, hey man, you need to go down and mess a bill in Pensacola. And it just kept growing. And
Real quick, the question I have on that, like you said, you started off with Texas, a whole nother state. Now, were you making waves in Texas, or was it like did they come for like based off of like Roy?
Nah, they just came because most time when they leave Texas, when they doing promo, they come Texas. They be headed really to Mississippi. They'll come through here, come through us, go through New Orleans. They just on a little trail. They just go,
Gotcha.
and it really would be come through here, drop out flyers and posters, and keep going.
But then
when they get here, I ran into them. I don't know how. Once I ran into the first one, Mike and Paul, it was cool. You know, because they like all of them in Texas get along, and they know they have to get on that road. So they'll call, hey man, such as you need to make sure you holler at him. So they'll give a number. We just kept going. You know, it was crazy. The shows, it was crazy. Yeah.
Then it went to Dimension.
Yeah, because actually after, I was just tired. I was burnt out in the club, and I moved to Montgomery, opened up a car lot. I said, I'm gonna do the whole car lot. Then I realized I wasn't crooked enough. I was too soft at the car lot. Them women bring the old lady bring their deposit, and they car break the next day. I be want to get back my partner. Like, man, you need to get the hell out of here. We don't need you. He's like, man, you is not built for this. So, so they did Dimension, and I think Chad had a good little run for about a year. Then when I came, they was closing, and I came back. I was like, listen, I want the club back. So then I turned into the Edge.
Who had it at that time?
Roy had a guy named O'Neal and Gabe and LeMaine that was running it.
Okay.
They were running when I left. Maine and Gabe was boxing with Russ, so he just tried to get him a shot at it. And then after that, I went and got a club in Mobile called Big Daddy's. And then so we came back here. Actually, before I opened the Edge back, I opened a club called 1903 for Taz. I don't know if you remember Taz, DJ Taz.
That was my dog, man.
I opened a club on T Street.
I was on the little team.
And I let everybody think it was Taz Club because he was doing the team parties.
So, okay. So
it's called 1903.
Oh, no, okay, no. I'm thinking about Taz Place. I'm doing that.
Yeah. Now, he had that one, and then we had one on Fairfield, too.
Yeah, because Taz Place, because I was riding up there with TK, RIP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was me and Troy together.
Yeah.
And was that one on T Street or one on Fairfield?
Yeah.
I know we had one on
Troy, man.
We had one on Fairfield, me and Troy. And I'm telling Troy, first night it was so packed. Then next night he was like, we're gonna do $1 customer appreciation. I said, sure, that don't make no sense. Man, the kid fought so bad, man. They stopped traffic. Yeah. It was everything, man. It was about 30 police out there. I said, man, we was open one day.
I was saying I was one of the ones that was lit on MySpace or Facebook, so he would round up the lit jigs.
Yep.
So we man. Them days, man.
We was just doing so. We didn't have no paperwork. We went to Town Country Plaza and rented a building. We was we just did anything. We had rented a space in Town Country Plaza. We cut holes in the wall next to us, and we had both of them places. We didn't even have a place. Police showed up, threw us out so quick in that day. But it was so packed in there. It was crazy.
Like we gotta do something.
We did all kind of crazy stuff. But
damn, going back going back to the Start 6ix9ine days. Like you mentioned how it started off with Texas, but can you name some more guests that came through?
Hey man, we had everybody come through. We had everybody from All Cash Money went through there. Luke, them, T.I. I don't think it was no artist that had a name that didn't come through there. Everybody you could have, from Gotti, Gucci, and them. Everybody came to Stars at 9. I don't think it was one artist that was out then or that's still making noise didn't come through there. We had everybody. I can't think of nobody who didn't come that we didn't want. Everybody involved in New York, like Mr. Cheeks. We had almost everybody come to DMX them. It's like we just had a real good run, man. I had a strong run.
And I knew it was some shit because hearing Paul Wild sharing his Start 6ix9ine story,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy, but
yeah, he standing at the bar and dude like, I don't like white people. I just can't see Paul Wild. You know Paul Wild, the white man he talking to.
That shit was crazy. Shout out Drink Champs.
Definitely.
In your opinion, what was some of your craziest stories from back in the day?
Probably when Trick Daddy started that fight in the club.
Oh shit!
It was so crazy. It was a jip from Gonzalez Court. Was swinging a belt, but he danced. He wasn't like, and the belt slipped out his hand and hit Trick on stage. And like Trick just started selling out to the dude, and people laughing. He on mic climbing, calling dude all kind out his name. Then that was like that second song. He just kept going. And after about 2 more songs, like, anybody rock that man? All y'all this and that and other. He just called him out the name, kept going. Then the last song, like, if y'all know, know that dude, somebody slapped him in his face. So by that time, we're at the point now you keep beating the dude up. All right, he ain't try to do it. So the dude went to the edge of the step and tricked that security out there, and just looked around and turned around and just swung on Trick. And he's on Trick. All Trick security guard jumped out there. Now all security out there. Everybody who didn't care for each other fought that night. I don't care. Everybody you been waiting to fight, man, it started by, this was probably by 2:15. It was 3:40 before the police got everybody untangled and then tricked them, drove their bus off. They beat the truck bus up with rocks. They tried chasing the bus. It was so crazy, man. And nobody pulled a gun, but everybody fought. And it was just crazy. It was crazy, man. It was just so, I ain't never, and Trick ain't been since. Ain't been that since.
Because I heard about this story.
Man,
like,
that's the
vaguely.
worst. Dog, they fought so bad, so long. It was crazy, man. It was, nobody got seriously hurt because everybody walked off, but it was, honestly, had to be at least 12 fights going on at one time. It's crazy. It probably about 6 inside, about 8 outside. And the folks, they got tired. I ain't never seen, and I had 13 security guards and 6 police outside. It was just crazy. They ain't care about none of that.
Look at my business.
Yeah, I was like, but they know me. I tell them, listen, y'all let anybody touch me, nobody getting paid.
Hey,
Yeah, hey, I don't care what you do. I refuse to have to pay you and break up a fight. Nah.
What? Hey, nah.
But it was just so much. I like, bro, come on, man, run and went back down the office. I was like, he like, you going out there? Like, hell no, I'm paying everybody out there. Ain't got no reason out there. But it was
I need another one.
It was crazy.
I need another one, man.
Now we did have one with I know we had booked BG for a show.
Okay.
And we was like, all right, it's crazy. I had to bail BG out of jail to get to the show. And
what year was this?
It's 2000 or something because it was at South Stars 9. Yeah. I opened that in 2001, so it had to be after that.
Yeah.
And we and I had to bail him out. And it was like, I really was scared. You don't send nobody no money, get out of jail. Like, man, they ain't coming. They finna take my money. But I bailed him, got there. But when he pulled up, it was him, Juvie, Birdman, Wayne, everybody came. They did a whole show, like, and I just paid BG. It was crazy, man. Them folks went crazy now.
That's wild.
It was crazy. They did all of them perform. Man, that's crazy. Now, I don't know what it would cost now to get all of them perform.
It's millions.
But it was a lot of them, man. We had someone starting on one time. We played against Nelly and them at the Civic Center, had an All-Star game. Mm-hmm. And they was supposed to be leaving, and she turned around, all of them like, let's go to the club. We weren't even ready to open yet. We wasn't even like, we had just started painting. I think we had 3 lights in there. It was just ghetto as hell. And then they was like, let's go. So after we left Civic Center, Nelly announced on the mic, we going to the club, gave the address. It was wall to wall now. We was so not ready to open. At the first 15 minutes, the music went out. The fuse was blown, everything. We were scrambling around trying to get fuses. But it ended up being a good night, though.
Damn, man.
It was crazy. It was so crazy. We didn't even have cash box to sell liquor. It was just crazy, man. It was just,
have been
there. And it was wall to wall in there. It was crazy.
Shit. What was, okay, so of the whole history of 850s, the Dimension, the Edge, Star 6ix9ine, what has been your favorite night or show, or like your favorite night or well, I'm sorry, 2-part question. Mm-hmm. Of the history, what has been your favorite night or some of your favorite nights? And then the second part, what has been your favorite night or some of your favorite nights since the reopen? Okay.
Back then, I think my favorite night had to be it was either Lil Flip or Pastor Troy. Mm-hmm. And it was so crazy. We had a show like, let's say Friday night, and we probably had 700 people inside and probably about 1,300 outside. It was crazy. And they started rocking the doors. They had to call more police in to put them. They just rocking the doors all off the hinges. And we had to get, it had to be Troy. He came and then got on the mic, get outside, say, hey, listen, if y'all gonna get away, I'll come do another show Monday night. So we sold out Friday. Then he came back Monday, did another show. So it was crazy. Like, I've never seen, the line was from my building all the way to Apollo, across the parking lot to the corner. It was crazy. I didn't know he was that big. I don't know what happened.
And I know how long that is.
Yeah.
Even though it's like, as far as driving, it ain't long, but as far as the line,
yeah,
that's long.
Yeah. Because I like, the police said, man, y'all got over 1,000 people outside. I was like, he can't be. I went outside, like, he was right. We couldn't get nobody else in. We were trying to get people in. We just couldn't. People was paying to come and stand in the door and just stand there. They couldn't even see the stage. They just want to get inside the door. Like, man, you can't see nothing there. I don't care. So,
That's crazy.
yeah, we ain't had.
Yeah, I've never been in nothing like that.
It was so crazy. The fire marshal couldn't even get in. He pulled up. He just like, I guess he just said, man, forget this. Got in his truck and left. But a lot of people left me alone. They thought it was Ruh Club too. So a lot of them people I know like, well, I don't want to mess with Ruh. He a good guy.
Right.
So we'll give him a pass.
Now, since the reopen, do you have a favorite night thus far?
It's gotta be them R&B out the darks they be doing with Phil Collins and Antonio. Man, it be so crazy R&B. You see that many people wall to wall, and I was like a giant karaoke building. They just be singing. There don't be no music playing. They be singing songs to. You see thugs now singing to the top of their lungs. You know what I'm saying? So and everybody just be chilling. Everybody get along, and it'll be fun nights, man. And it'd be a blessing to open up. And I ain't even had my grand opening yet. You know,
What you mean?
I ain't had a grand opening. I just been opened up. So when people keep renting it out, I don't have a chance to sit down and say, okay, this is my grand opening. I ain't finished with the building completely yet.
When you my bad. Go ahead.
I still gotta do the parking. The parking lot is the biggest thing. Once I get that done and get the restaurant part, I just got approved for the restaurant like 2 days ago. So we have food in there, and we already got a hookah lounge now. People able to come there, eat during daytime, daiquiris, watch some sports, watch some movies and shit. You know.
Ah, damn. So yeah, I'm gonna revisit that question. You know what I'm saying? Once it's fully up and running, man. Do you have a foreseeable year or date when it's supposed to come? Be finished?
I'm thinking 45 days. I ain't playing with them.
Hey, y'all see this? By the time y'all see this, it's gonna be 44 days.
Yeah. 45 days, we'll be up and running.
Hey man, I mess with that. How do you cultivate new ideas to keep the club appealing? You know what I'm saying? Can you share share how do you come up with some of your out of the box ideas?
I sit around thinking the worst ideas I think of. I think a lot of shows that fail, and I don't really think they're bad ideas. They were bad timing. So a lot of ideas we come up with, people, and a lot of times people shoot me ideas like, "Hey, what about this, and that?" But I done pretty much tried every idea I feel like in the club, every party, everything possible. I done tried at least once, and I just revisit a lot of them because there's no idea they ain't come up with that we ain't tried yet. It just the timing was off.
So you literally just be brainstorming, or you be like online?
Just brains. I go online sometimes, but most time when people call me and want to rip my spot, they're like, "Hey, I want this day." I'm like, "Don't tell me what you're doing. Just go on, bring me the deposit." Because every time somebody have a good idea, it's 15 people that same idea, and you get calling that people, man, they took my idea. Like, man, I can't. Any idea they said I can show you a flyer. I tried it like 8-9 years ago. So you just got to be like that, because some people really sit there and think of something, and they think they're the only one with that thought, you know.
And I had a segment thanking the stories that you gave with the Pastor Troys and the Lil Flips and the Nellies. Like, I was anticipating something like that, but correct me if I'm wrong. It's been times where we had Lil Jon and them down here too, right?
Oh, I forgot about John though.
You got to give me the crunk
Yeah,
era,
I
man.
forgot about John them. That John them probably was the funnest shows ever.
Cause
Yeah, I'm tripping.
Cause that's a whole
I'm
segment
tripping,
I
yeah.
want to unlock. Cause it's like,
Yeah.
Cause with my era, yeah, we were turned up, lit, you know what I'm saying, and we were still partying. I don't think it's none of that today.
Nah.
The crunk era,
It was
Man,
crazy.
talk about
You know,
that,
they
man.
they performed at the Civic Center last year
well, yeah.
at the Mardi Gras. We went down there and hung out with John. Them, man, it was crazy. And when we walked in there, he like, Bill, what y'all? He remember all the time. Like, you know, it's just like family. And a lot of them boys don't never forget. You know, but when John come in the club, like, we really thought the only time they really wasn't a lot of fights when John was there. He got all the fight songs. Now they'll fight when he ain't there. When he there, nobody touch nobody. It was like the calmest nights.
Cause that's what I was anticipating.
They
That's
did-
the trick there when the crunk, the Johnson came.
And J Rock could tell, like J Rock could tell security get to the float. And he'll start up with that Pastor Troy and Lil Jon. And by the end of the night, they gonna be, you know, and who they is? Fabo. I'm telling you, Fabo was the one that started every fight. You know Fabo?
Yeah.
Fabo started every fight. And he know his little crew, but they only fought military boys. Every fight, Fabo gonna start. They gonna be dancing, having fun. And he'll tell you this day, he don't know why he did it.
Yeah, I know Fabo.
Fabo started every fight. And tell him I said it.
Pool. Yeah, I
Good.
know Fabo.
He deserve every loss he get right now. He deserve it. No. Fabo started every fight. Like Fabo, what you? Hey, like it wasn't my fault. First thing you say, like Fabo, he gave me it's not your fault every day. And he'll tell you I don't know why I was fighting. He like there's military. That's what he'll say every time. There's military. He got no reason. No boy ain't saying nothing to Fabo. Damn. But the Lil Jon thing, but they'll start, DJ will tell him, J-Rock will be like, hey, it started every night at 2:15. He'll be like, let's go. Here you go. I just walk on out the floor, go to my office. I know they finna cut up. And it'd be Fabo and them, and rest in peace, Lil Herb. Herb like my little brother, and that's like my real brother. Third Degree, man, he's the worst. He is the worst.
OG Third.
And whoever, and he my homeboy, man. I'm gonna put him out there just to be doing it because I could do that. Who's be fighting in the club. Nobody ever believe it. Willow. Willow and 10-yard boys. Willow. And that's my dog too, man. They're like a real brother. But yeah, Willow was something awful back then.
Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I was expecting the whole Lil Jon and the Crunk era to be the stories that was crazy.
It was, but nobody fought doing it. I guess everybody still caught up in the whole show. With him, China White, Scrappy, they brought so many people with them, man. It was like people was like kind of in awe a little bit, you know.
Today, as far as Pensacola, in your opinion, what's the city missing?
Support and togetherness. And honestly, that's one of the things that brought down By the Head as a label.
Elaborate if you don't mind,
yeah.
Please.
Well, what happened? We had so many artists. We had about 9 artists. Everybody had a big meeting, and we all decided to get between Herb. Cause Herb had East Side, Duck Lane, Swain was out, and Herb just was the only one that the city really, really rocked with. So we had made the whole thing to get behind Herb. Then somebody else come behind and said, no, we're gonna do Herb. Then we'll do a gospel album. Then we'll do an R&B album, and we just didn't have the manpower to push everything. If we would have stayed behind Herb, because that's what the city, the whole country kind of wanted where Herb was at then. If we stayed here, we would have been gone. Damn. When we went to Universal, they wanted this dude named Haas the Ripper, and they was looking at Herb. And I think them the only ones had enough catalogs to where we could have dumped it, but nobody. Our label just started trying to push everybody at one time, and we joined strong enough.
Damn, like I say, this is before my time, but in your words, like what separated OG from the rest?
He everything he didn't do, everything he rapped about was real, 100% real. Like he wouldn't get nobody on their song to talk about selling drugs. They didn't sell drugs. He didn't want to buy a song talking about fighting if they want to fight him. If you wasn't doing what you said, he wasn't gonna let you on his song. And so that kind of caused a problem internally with the record label, because some of these boys just good rappers and good storytellers, but if they wasn't doing that, Herb wouldn't let him on his song, and that kind of started separating him away. But everybody liked that because it's like, well, he and then quote unquote keeping it real, whatever the definition of that is. And that's how Herb moved. He just didn't. He ain't want to play with nobody. When Herb's come up, he wanted Cullion and Remy on most of this stuff. You know.
Salute, RP, OG Third. You know him as Herb. You know what I'm saying? Free OG Rim. Y'all know what it is.
I just got a phone rim. He said, "Let y'all know he coming."
Yes, sir. I hit him up like a week ago. Said about 5 months, right?
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. He coming though. He already got the flyer for his party. Man, I ain't even find out. Yeah, I just ain't dropped. Matter of fact, I need to get you. He got 2 songs he sent me last week. I get you one on, or both of them.
Please do that. Speaking of social media though, being visible on social media, I see you've branched. You've adapted into that branch of visibility, and I would say marketing. In your opinion, is it a tactic to help the business? Does it help the business? What's your opinion on that? Your perspective?
It does, but I find out a lot of people don't interact with the businesses too much. They want the personal page, because people like no matter how much I try to push my business pages, they don't get nothing. But I can post on my regular page, and you get a lot of interaction on it.
What do you think that is?
I think it's people just they know you from growing up, and you can be with the business page. You can't be silly and goofy. With your page, you can be you can clown, you can joke, you can cuss if you want. But like I said, my page, like I don't. Some people want you, like I don't cuss on my page, and some people like respect that. But it's like I guess they keep most promoters in town in a box. Like you meet some people like they gospel promoters or they only do such as, but they give me a pass. Well, they know I do the Chippendales Monday and I do a praise dance showcase Tuesday. You know, cause I'm I guess they feel comfortable like I'm not gonna judge nobody. Cause one thing I always realize, even if it's something that don't make no doggone sense, the person that did it has a reason for them doing it. Everybody, even something that don't is totally jacked up in your mind. If you start thinking like, man, they had a reason. It's not personal. They had a reason for why they did it. It kind of make you not try to address everything.
Yeah. Nah, you definitely said a lot with that. But going back to as far as the business, business in contrast to the personal page, that's apparent. That's true. How people will interact with your personal page opposed to your business. And my theory on it, like I say, it can be back to what we were saying earlier. People just don't want to see you get too big, or they don't want to actually see your success. But what do you have to say to that person to where it's like, whether y'all like it or not, the majority of who I am is evolving over to what this business is. And you gonna see less of this silly shit with me the more I grow. So it's like, if y'all choose not to acknowledge this, you really not acknowledging who I really am today. You gotta re-meet me. I'm this right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, what do you gotta say to that thing?
A lot of people really don't want you to rebrand yourself because it make them think, oh, you're not the same, you know, you change and you're not the person they knew. And I hate to say it, but most time the business page, I get a lot of other races in there. It might be white people, Asian. They gonna go out to the business page. The black people gonna, oh, I know who got that business. I'm gonna go look at Bill page. Until you try to make sure you don't offend nobody. So it's kind of hard. It's just kind of hard trying to figure it out. Sometimes you just really throwing, rocks in the dark, man. You just got to kind of everything. Because a lot of times I go on my business page, put stuff, and try to market stuff, and it'd be like, nah. Then you go, everybody try to put it analytics and certain time. I got friends now, like, I only post between 8 and 9, but what about people work graveyard? It's like, I realize there's no perfect time. The only bad idea is not posting. Because sometimes I hold flyer like I'm gonna post Friday, and I'm like, that's stupid as hell. Yeah. Some people ain't only gonna have their page open Monday and Tuesday. So stop. And if you have an idea, just put it out there. People gonna give you criticism. They gonna give you encouragement, and they'll kind of help you fine tune and find what they really want. It's like I want to do a part of Navy Federal, and I don't know where it starts. I done made a post like, we need to do I don't do a part of Navy Federal. I need somebody Navy Federal host, and I got 15 people say, oh, I do it. So sometimes I put it out there and they'll answer for you, And I think people hate what they don't. Like, for instance, like the girl yesterday is selling the tuna and the macaroni and cheese. They bashed that girl so much before she came. It's nasty, isn't it? That girl came here yesterday and sold out in a couple of hours. And got a whole lot of line of people couldn't get to her. Yeah, I was trying to call her to do it in my parking lot. I knew what it was going to do because it was so much hate and love for it. I knew it was gonna be everybody gonna get it just to try it. But I think she just got a marketing plan, and her marketing plan, she knew it was gonna be a lot of negativity, but the negativity caused curiosity.
Do you think somebody from the city that tried to do the same thing and sell it to the city would get the same outcome?
Nah, because the city is gonna the people who not gonna support them gonna have personal reasons. It's probably facts. Like, they have anything against that lady, it's opinion. Some of them city do it, they gonna be like, oh, she used to date my brother, or she fought my sister. It's gonna be facts. It's gonna make them say, oh yeah, it's not gonna make you want to go. But they have nothing just facts about that lady. So they'll give her a chance. The city, we hold each other back so much, and I really don't know a way to kind of defend it or stop it. It's just like we just got to do better. Whatever better mean. That's why I try to be as positive. You'll never hear me mention nothing bad about no business unless it's PHS High School, and I'm talking about them all day.
I'm a Tiger. So.
Yes, yeah, y'all. Hey, I want to be a Tiger, but I ain't have enough felonies to get enrolled. You have to have at least 3 felonies or 2 baby mamas. But 5 PHS, that's the only reason. And we just be that Washington PHS rivalry though. But I love everybody over there. But and it's don't be against the kids these days. It be the past. So I had to do it, man. I had the guy called me from all the people called me downtown, man. Like, you bashing the high school? I said, man, no, we just be declining. Like,
Yeah.
superintendent and call me, it'd be crazy stuff.
Can that go back to what we initially were saying about Roy, as far as he don't know the weight that he carries when he does things?
He has no idea.
But I'm saying, as far
Yeah.
as you posting, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. I be telling Ruh just, yeah. A lot of times that help us. Like, honestly, dealing with Ruh helped me getting a lot of doors that I know some people and other people get offended. Like, I mean, I got on to speak to you because you cool with Ruh. Well, I'm gonna use that. I might need that guy to give me other doors that you can't get me to. So I shouldn't be mad at him. It's just how the world is. Some people only speak to you who you close to
For sure.
or who you affiliate with. But I don't take it as offense. I take it as that's just life, you know.
What's your overall message to the black community?
We just so much strong in numbers, man. They had no idea. Ain't nothing we can't do. It's like, it's a black person in the area you want to do. If he say, I want to build a car, somebody know how to do the engine, somebody do the electronics. It's a black person you can find to do all of it. But we just won't get together because we don't, I don't know. I don't know if we scared to, I don't know.
I mean, shit, when we got together in Tulsa, they burnt the bitch down.
Yeah, but they won't do it now.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, they did because they didn't really understand their power then.
Nah, yeah.
They don't understand their power. So now it won't happen that way. Because black people get put a whole car together, and they would. This old man told me that. He said the black people would intentionally underachieve, so the other black man who's working with them won't get credit.
Damn.
And I was like, that don't make sense. He's like, man, and he gave an example of a boat. He said we all put a boat together, and this guy don't want him to get the credit for it. He think he might get more credit because he built the sail, not built the engine. So he said he would make this don't work just so nobody get credit. You know, and I was like, it kind of made sense, but then it didn't. But it's like people sabotage themselves just so the next person don't get credit.
A nigga do it.
Yeah. But I try to keep positive. Like, people like, man, you always so positive. You get people benefit of the doubt because if you feel like everything's intentionally done to you, you're going to walk around with a grudge. You're going to be negative. But I don't be like that, man. I just feel like everybody got a reason for what they did. And if somebody's underachieving, I'm just pass them.
What's your advice or a message that you would give to the youth?
I really think every child that's not going to go to college or on a scholarship should go in the military. If none of that for 1 or 2 years. Because when you come out, they'll pay for your college, they'll pay for your medical. You'll have some grounds to because now most of the kids, if they don't make it in college, they lost. They kind of almost like, well, I go get a job, what I could do, wherever I can fit in at. But if I could do it over again, I'd went to college. I went to military for 2 years.
If I would have did it over again, I would have stayed. But
in military, because they look out for it. Right now, if you're in military, you work in Navy Federal, you're in good hands. Them the two ways you do it,
Yeah. Well, yeah, ain't gonna get on me, but yeah. What's 3 things you can't live without?
It's a PG show. Nah, just
Yeah. Ain't no rating on here.
TV for one. I gotta have TV on. I don't care if I'm asleep. TV. My little boy. Since I got one, he ain't before was. Since I got him, I don't think I can move around him. And I don't know. I say family, man. Our family's so close. We so close, man. So it'd be hard for me not being family. I'm blessed with a good family, man. We super close.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Couple more, real quick. What's one habit you can't break?
Procrastinating. I'm a major procrastinator, man. Now, it all pile up against when I got like a day or two to do 9 things, my A game gonna step up. But it don't have to. If I go ahead and do what I'm supposed to do the whole month I had to do it. Procrastination is bad, man. It's the worst thing. It's just hard, bro.
It's kill our dreams, man.
Yeah, it's definitely is. If I get past that, man, I had 2 or 3 clubs open.
I feel that. I feel that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Let's see where we at. You still doing the podcast? 2 Tears in the Bucket?
My fact, I recorded yesterday for the first time about 2 months.
Let's plug it, man.
About 2 months, man. So we finna redo a regrind. I ain't give it the attention it want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Stoney been holding down Stoney and
yeah.
Brittany. They been holding it down though. I just ain't. I've been so busy with this building, man. I ain't had time. Been having inspection after inspection, so I ain't had time. But 2 tears in the bucket. It's definitely fun though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I supposed to really been on that just as a guest appearance one time. Because you know me, I don't never do podcasts. You know, it'd be hard trying to get. You know, you try to get me, it just be, and it don't be I be busy. I just be, I don't know. I be worried about
What?
I be worried about offending people, man. It's that whole thing. It's like I try not to say the wrong thing, and I don't want, you know, I'm a people person. I want everybody to like Bill.
But respectfully, like I say, we towards the ladder. We almost at the end. But as you can see, I'm a guide the whole conversation.
Yeah,
in a way
yeah.
to where you ain't gotta worry.
You keep it
about
away.
that.
Yeah, you keep it away from the
You
nonsense.
ain't gotta worry
Yeah,
about that. You know what I'm saying?
and see, so I was like, that's why I said, man, let's go on, let's make it happen.
I appreciate.
But I
that.
definitely want to come back on after we get the building open and start getting more direction in it.
I can do that.
I definitely want to do
I
that.
can do that. What does Mr. Woody mean to the building?
Wood, my own boy Woody.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's my backbone now. Like Woody
Give me
been
shine real quick.
Wood Grain, David Woodrow. Woodrow been with me since we opened the Fox Trap.
Mm.
Yeah, back in when we opened the Fox Trap, 96, 95.
Damn.
Woody been there. That's my dog. That's my ride. As a matter of fact, Woody was doing, and he was doing something at the label too. Everywhere I've been, Woody been with me. He was helping run the label for a little bit.
That's a blessing
And,
too.
but he worked so much now. I work out on the road with I've got name that company when people have wrecks and mess up the bridge, you have to go they come to close the bridge off and all that stuff.
Okay.
But Wood Grain, yeah, that's a brother for real though, for real. He done rock with him for years.
Real quick, man. Tell me about this basketball feud that you had with El Rico, man. Where did that start?
I don't know if you call it a feud because he didn't have a team. I don't know why that man want to play us. Every time he says he want to sell out play. This is the crazy part about it. He have his wife video all, she'll delete all our highlights and just make a reel with his highlights. I'm like, man, it's so crazy. The first game we played him, he wouldn't have paid the refs. Because I was one and the clock keeper. I'm like, every time we score, they get point. And it took me probably about the third quarter to realize something right. We shouldn't be tied. They ain't scored in 10 minutes. Like, man, you know what? It was just, it was crazy. He was playing, but then on a good thing to say is, I don't know if you know Mike Snow.
Yeah.
Mike Snow, his daughter play ball somewhere. Ain't Pine Forest.
I may have. I know
Well, he got a
young,
brother named Derry Bell.
I know a young.
You know Mike Snow, that's his son.
Yeah,
Young Mike Snow.
Yeah.
His dad is a referee. Okay. Yeah, his dad's a referee. He like, Bill, listen, I'm gonna tell you, they pay this little extra and they give y'all no calls. It's the end of the game. I said, man, listen, Mike. He like, you know, East Side for life, I ain't gonna let y'all lose. It was so funny, man. Last play of the game, we get shot. The mother tackle somebody. But when then we won. But then we played the last game. He been retired for 3 years. Like this last time, he didn't say, but he always go get a ringer. He go get somebody from Atlanta who play ball. And 2 years in a row, they both times they tore their Achilles. Second quarter. 2.5. He go get a ringer somewhere. So the last game, they really was bad. We thought we was gonna lose, but we been glad they claim they retire.
I caught that little one.
Yeah, I don't know. He got us hurt. Like we ain't even like I know I'm hurt. I ain't even 40%. We'd have been all right. We'd have went around.
Yeah, I seen a whole bunch of back braces that was needed. And
He didn't want to play at like they won't play at the second game was at Cobb Center. We just blew him out. So he don't want to play at Cobb Center. I ain't going to that shit out home. Like,
man.
So, but Rico, I don't know why Rico. He gonna come play another game because he talk about it too much. And I be downplaying. He was like, we should have beat y'all. Like, y'all got a team? He like, that's disrespectful. Very. And like, we'll do, like, the last game, we had all 18 names on our shirt. Like, somebody was El Rico, somebody was Sap, somebody was Favor. We do anything disrespectful to Rico on them team.
Oh, man. But I imagine this is like a friendly rivalry.
It is. But it's so bad. Even when the last game, one of the refs, at third quarter, he took his referee out and they had their jersey on under it. Like, man, Rico, you still paying ref? That dude there, he want to win any means necessary.
Nah, that's my dog, man, as well. What was it like? Take me back to when the first time you met Boneface, man, and what he mean to you?
Well, actually, Bone Brother was the first artist signed by the Head, Dynamite D. He's called the PGs, him and Teddy Wheat. That's Dynamite. That's Bone oldest brother. I don't know older, but his big brother.
Okay.
So Bone was kind of always around the music, whatever. And then he just, but he always had the same way he carried himself. Like he always the same voice, same tone. He don't get. I like Bone because he don't get excited. He don't get. He don't move off his emotions. Nah, he'll come on Facebook and make a post. Like I always say, Bone get away with stuff I never could. He'll come on Facebook and say some stuff. I be like, they'll be hating me for years. Bone, it's just he do, man. He just, but it be honest, so they kind of they give him a pass. But I like Bone, man. I rock Bone. We got 2 or 3 business men, me and Bone did together.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You got any questions for me before we rock out?
Oh.
You ain't got to now.
No, I think you done answered most of them.
Hey, that's cool. It's cool enough for me, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. And definitely, y'all make sure y'all visit 850 Event Center.
That's it.
Also, that before we wrap up, can you want to plug any upcoming shows you got at the spot?
Well, we got 850 coming up. We got a Diddy Bop got a birthday party Christmas Eve.
Okay.
And he's supposed to be over this whole new East Side movement he putting together. And the 17th we got Step Into Success. It's like a toy drive, a tennis shoe drive, all things for kids. It's supposed to be 6 to 8 on December 17th. And I'm partnering with Real Woman Radio on it. And Terrence, I can't remember Terrence's last name. Terrence B, that's what I call him. He gonna be partnering with us, and we're gonna give away we're giving away gift cards, tennis shoes, and all kinds of stuff for kids. That's on the 17th at 8:50. Christmas night we got a concert. Glow, I think his name Gloss Up with her, and then they got Jaleesa got a big party New Year's Eve, and that's gonna be crazy. Man. So, but we definitely just be on the lookout for the 851 Lounge, because we turned the lounge part, we call it 851 instead of 850. You know how departments have 850 A and B.
Okay.
So we're gonna call it 851.
I can dig it, man. Blazers of the time is now. You got your boy Savo. Bill,
definitely
checking out. Yes, sir.